Late as always. Saturday night. Let's see who up. Let's see who up. OJ. See who joined here. But yeah, I'll get into the video real quick. Merkabah Scholar Society members, real quick, make sure you guys check your emails. Send out the link to the meeting we had. So check your emails. I said that in the last video. A lot coming up for this week. So make sure you guys check in your emails. Want to see who we get in here. Excuse me. I had to take care of some business. So yeah, of course I'm late. Personal business, you know how I go. But Saturday night, I wanted to make sure I get on here real quick because I haven't done a live in a while. I'm about an hour late, so yeah. A lot of people probably jumped off. And Dre, what's the deal? What's going on? Hold up, Jay Williams. But yeah, so make sure you guys check in your emails. I sent out all those, the link to the last meeting, the video link. So make sure you guys got it. Floasis, what's the deal? What's going on? Kev, what's the deal, Kev? What is it? It's 12. I was supposed to be on, man. I had to take care of some personal stuff. So, Root, what's going on? I hope you guys been enjoying the last videos, the rundowns. So, there's been some good information in those videos, man. I hope you guys been watching it. All that stuff is really going to be relevant coming up, and a lot of stuff is going on, especially with the Gnostic video coming out tomorrow. It should be out tomorrow. Yeah, I've been editing the video. It's been super busy. Yeah. AM Beast Coast, what's the deal? Oh yeah, I gotta send you what I'm actually waiting on. AM is to hear from customs because like it's an issue with shipping that stuff. It's a problem with it. So I'm working on that now. It's a company that does it. As a matter of fact, I have the information on that. It's a company that does it that allows you can ship through them. So I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I can't ship it. I have to do it through that company. Yeah, I was late, man. It's just like I try to put a time on here that I know I can make, but you know, life happens. Oh, excuse me. Been running around, moving around. I barely got enough sleep, and I had a few. I had like 3 consultations today, so I had to knock those out. And then of course all went over an hour. So I actually been talking a whole lot. I had to get my voice back right. Yeah, actually, playoff is it's been on. My Phillies lost, which I actually bet that they did lose. So yeah, at least I made some money from it. Dodgers won. You know, Dodgers is my second team. I'm a big Dodgers fan. So Dodgers won barely by one or two. I think it was. I think it was 5-7. I think it was. Yeah, 5-7. Good game though. Good college football games. Penn State won. Miami came back and saved my parlay, came back and won that game. So that was a real good game. Uh, Pereira won by knockout in the fourth, which is crazy. That was a good fight. Good games tomorrow. Eagles is off. Thank goodness. We need the rest. Some good games tomorrow. I got some parlays going for tomorrow. So we'll see. Yeah, the Padres look good. Dodgers look good too. This was a high scoring game. So to be honest, I think it's gonna be the Yankees. I think it's the year the Yankees finally get it done. The Yankees are due. Yankees are due. So I think this is the year they probably get it. They want to get Judge a ring. It's just going to add more to that whole historic Yankees franchise. And I think it's either going to be the Dodgers or the Yankees. I mean, with the whole, Otani thing, I mean, it's just too much wrapped up with him. So I think, you know, it's set for them to win it. Like, who knows? But we'll see. Okay, Roderick, if you in the chat, I got your email. But yeah, we had a meeting yesterday for Merkabah Scholar Society. So again, make sure you guys check your email for that video. You can download the video for people who wasn't there. It's a lot. It was a lot of information we discussed in the video. Yeah, it's been a long time since the Yanks won. The last time they won, they beat my Phillies in the World Series. But we went back to back that year, so I wasn't too mad. Yeah, the app is actually in, it's done. So it's actually in approval phase. So it's done for iPhone, it's done for Android. So it's just waiting to be approved, which I expect it to be approved, you know, any day now. So we sent it through. Everything we had to fix, we fixed. That part got approved. So I'm just waiting for the app to be completely approved. And then you guys will get the link for iOS and Android once it's out, because we're going to be using the app a lot. The calendar is digitized on there. So the calendar is like how we're going to work off. You guys got the regular picture of it, but it's going to be all digital, of course, on your phone. And it's going to do some cool stuff so you guys can see how that works out. And of course, the platform, as I said, is set up like Instagram. So you're going to be able to post stuff for the group, you know, talk to each other, share information. You know, timeline, the whole nine. It's gonna be cool, but you know, much better than Merkabah Academy. Hoop Daddy, what's the deal? Original Nine, my guy, what's the deal? Yeah, I'm glad y'all showed back up. It was looking gloomy for a minute. I was like a whole 50 seconds with nobody in the chat. But yeah, as I said, I would be doing less lives on YouTube because I got a lot going on this week. But at the same time, I'm kind of free because a lot of stuff I have to do is I got to be on the computer. So I'm like stationary. So you know, I had time to do a couple consultations in between working. I'm gonna be running around a lot trying to get everything set up and prepared because I got a lot of traveling to do coming towards the end of the year. Uh, and yeah, you know, we're gonna be busy. All right, Divine Rights, good. I'll look out for that email. I think I seen it already. I think I did see that email. The Peace Zone, what's the deal? Yes, sir. Mark, what's going on? Yeah, I hope that you can do random monthly dudes as long as you make sure you take care of it. It's only once a month. So as long as you make it's all calculated anyway. So it's registered when everybody pay a due, so nobody overpays or whatever. As I said, it's gonna come in when we start doing the trips. It's gonna come in handy. You know, the people who actually do pay their dues, I recommend paying them. You guys to see how once the app come out, how that works with the dues. But again, as I said, it's not mandatory. So if you can't pay it, you can't pay it. But for people who do, there'll be benefits for that. Yeah, because you know the app was expensive as hell. Getting it the way where I wanted to do it quick, so I spent the money. Just went ahead and spent the money on everything, and got the team to do it, and it's definitely worth the money. Talk about Merkabah Scholar Society app for Merkabah Scholar Society. So if you're a member, then you'll get the link to download the app. The app should be is in approval phase, so it should be out any day now. I'm expecting it to be done this week, at least Android, because Android is going to be done first. They're always done quick. It's Apple who acts crazy, but they did approve for the work we had to do that they told us to fix. We fixed it, and they approved it at that point. So it's just pending full approval. Twist the reality. What's the deal? Yeah, the market is always going to be ugly. The app is like Instagram, but it's for members of Merkabah Scholar Society. So yeah, if you we actually have a whole course coming up on Amazon Amazon affiliate and drop shipping with Amazon. So that's coming up for the society. So everybody who's a member, you guys got the calendar. So on the calendar, you see we have all that coming up. So I'm doing a whole course on getting into Amazon affiliate. And as I said, you guys are gonna be able to make money day one once we get that set up. Amazon pays out monthly, but I'm going to show you guys how other ways you can sell stuff and make money straight away. So the course is going to be good. I put most of the stuff in the personal economics series, but AI has come along and changed everything. So using AI and showing you guys how to integrate that the algorithm with Facebook is money straight away. So everybody who set it up, like I showed you guys how to do the boost post and how to take the links and everything from Amazon. And once you set up the store and everything, like you're literally and then you boost post, you're literally making money day one. Like you're making money immediately. The work is in just putting together the store. But once you get that together, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Once you get all that together, you're gonna be making money day one. It's like it's crazy to me that a lot of people are not doing this, they don't know how to do it. But I'm gonna show you guys a way to do it and how to use it with Facebook and Instagram to start getting money immediately. So like I said, you guys should be able to make between a good 500 to 5,000 extra a month if you're doing everything correct. Excuse me. D Griff, my guy, what's the deal? Yeah, it's been a while. I got a lot of emails from people, and people hit me up on Instagram about doing a live. When are you gonna do the next live? But like I said, I'm not gonna be on here that much more. But there's a lot going on. I've been talking all day, doing consultation, so it's been crazy. Yeah, D Griff, exactly. I actually do got a money counter too. Those things come in handy. But yeah, man, it's like the Amazon affiliate thing is just the beginning. So I want to show you guys the beginning way of doing it, and then how to segue into buying wholesale, buying bulk, using eBay to your advantage. As I showed you guys in a personal economics series, how to really use eBay. But I'm gonna show you guys again because a lot has changed. Um, Man, it's just a lot of ways of getting that little passive income going using the internet. No, business is good, man. You're getting closer towards Christmas time, so a lot of people are going to start to pick up, which is why I wanted to get into this course now around this time because the online shopping about to go through the roof, and having that affiliate store going right now, like everybody should be able to eat if you're putting out the right stuff. So this is why I'm getting into this stuff now, so you guys can start making that money. So like I said, you got the everybody got the calendar. Merkabah Scholar Society members, you got the calendar, so you know when that course is going to start. But before the course start, I'm going to get into, as I said, how to set up and structure your accounts and the way you should be living and using your account so you don't have any issues with bills. It's a way you have to set up your life using certain accounts to where it's foolproof. Everything runs itself and you're not having any problems if you set up things the way I'm going to show you guys. If you set up stuff this way, everything is going to be smooth. Everything's going to run smooth for you. You're not going to run into any issues. Again, there's no way you should have your personal money in the same account that you're paying bills with. That's just the start. You got to separate that shit. So we're going to get into all that first, then we're going to get into the Amazon affiliate thing and then everything else. Stewart, both. Don't matter to me. But yeah, you got to go. Yeah, like I'm telling you, it's like when I've been doing this for years, so I mean I still make money from Amazon, and I also sell on Amazon as well, personal stuff. So like I know the system, I know how it works. It's just to me, it's one of the easiest ways to get money, to start off doing it, and then like you'll see how it works. But like I said, like what you ultimately want to do is segue over to just buying bulk, wholesale, and buying it reselling it on Amazon. So then you'll have the affiliate going on, and then you'll have your own stuff that you're the fulfillment going on. You have your own stuff you send into Amazon to sell that you get 100% of the profits from. With affiliate, you get up to 10%. So certain items you'll see the percentage that you'll get from selling it. So we already know what's coming up. So it's just about picking the right products to sell and just structuring your page right, and then promoting. That's the only thing you really got to spend money on is the promotion, using the boost post and paying that little 30 to 300 a month extra to advertise your products with the Amazon store, which is worth it because it works. I've already proven that it works. I've seen the most sales when I boost posts on Facebook. And that's not just with the affiliate, that's with my own personal products, which you're going to be able to also post on there as well, and then sell those products and get direct payments. You just got to do the shipping if you're not using Amazon fulfillment. So it's a lot. We're going to get into all that. Yeah, see, that's the thing with affiliate, Jesse. If he overseas, it don't matter. It don't matter where you at. It don't matter where you at because you're not doing the actual shipping. Everything is going to be still shipping from Amazon. All you doing is getting the products together, building the page, and promoting the page. And that's where the money comes in. The money is in the marketing, as it is with everything. That's why these, baseball and all these TV shows spend millions of dollars for these commercials, or they get paid millions of dollars for these commercials, as I should say, because advertising is everything. If you got a product, people want it. It's all about getting it in front of the people who are looking for it. And that's what the algorithm does on Facebook, to where you could put in the item and get super specific to a point as far as targeting the people who you're trying to sell your product to. So again, if you're selling certain cosmetics, you just want to appeal to women, of course, so you're not wasting advertising. Or you can just appeal to people who typed in a certain keyword based on the product that you're trying to sell. A lot of ways, but I'm sure you guys how to use that and other algorithms to get paid. Yeah, drop shipping as well. We're gonna get into all that. Drop shipping again. Like once you guys, I'm gonna show you this stuff. I showed it on personal economics, but we're gonna go through it again. Once you guys find those products, I mean, it's people out here making stupid money off of like designer salt and pepper shakers. You understand? Like it's like little stuff like that people don't really think about that sells. It's a dude that was making money out of selling like the novelty phones, like the old phones. People like that stuff, so people was buying. He was selling them. It's like a pop of the old phone booths that people having in their house and hanging on their walls and still connecting it to their phone. But it also had like Bluetooth capability and stuff like that. It's like little niche shit like that sells. Like, you just gotta find certain things. It's little teeny things that one product. It could be one product that gets you stupid money. Stupid money. Who is this? Appreciate it, but yeah, don't send no money to this thing. You knew. Don't send money here, because Facebook don't. I mean, Instagram don't give us this money. I say Instagram, YouTube do not give us this money. So don't send money on this thing. But I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's exactly. Yo, literal trash. I like that actually. Yeah, and that's how you got to have it, man. You want to have at least 5 or 6 different streams of income, man. You got to have multiple. It's just no way, and it's 2024, man. You can't just be going to work and relying on that one ass paycheck. It's just not right. Yeah, that's actually the last run that I put down. Meditation 3. That video is Meditation 3. I get into all that in the meditation series. Meditation is life, man. It's life. It's every day. It's life. So I meditate constantly, frequently. Well, see, if you're talking about with selling, you'll have an audience because that's what the algorithm is about. I mean, if you're selling something that's like macabre or niche, then you just got to figure out at least what age group or area might be interested in that product. Fred, what's the deal? tomorrow. The next video should be out tomorrow. Yeah, so like I said, we're gonna get into that coming up soon with drop shipping, but it's a lot of other stuff I want to show you guys before we get into that because it's just going to help you out along the way. Yeah, I'm building all this stuff up, so I've been working on just the whole presentation of how I'm going to put this stuff out, so it's easier for you guys to understand. So like I said, once we start getting into it and everybody gets stuff set up, you should be making money day one, and that's what it's about. As I said, my whole goal for Merkabah Scholar Society is to make sure you guys can get financially free and just had this extra steady income coming in because it's just you gotta have that taken care of if you want to start moving forward spiritually. For sure, D Griff, for sure. Yeah, Hoop Daddy, I was talking about that. Well, that is the Big Bang when you understand. The light, that's the Big Bang. So just to not go into all that deeply, it's the Big Bang. And it's not even a representation, it's actual light. Like it actually happens. So they had a video camera inside the woman and recorded the moment of conception when the sperm reached the egg and it's a explosion of light. So they call it the melanin explosion. They call it the Big Bang. That is the actual Big Bang when you understand. Yeah, they say it's zinc, but even still, it being zinc, it's about the and they're not 100% accurate on that, but it's still about that light happening. It's just a representation of so many things that people talked about in the ancient world. The crazy thing is the fact that they knew about it. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly, Decrypt. You can't grow when you worry about bills, man. You can't grow when you got so much stuff to deal with and stress about. You got to get the stresses out the way. It's just the best thing to do. And how it is for us in this world is finances have to be, you know, taken care of. Yeah. What article are you talking about? The reading the entire article about what? Oh yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's the rat race, man. They want to keep you in that. The more you stressing and worried about paying bills, the less you focusing on what's really going on. You know, especially spiritually. Oh yeah, heart is cool. Heart is fine now. A good thing I know a lot about the heart. I was able to remedy my issue with a lot of herbs and stuff. Yeah, even though I still was in the hospital for a couple weeks actually. Just it's just the worst shit ever. Like I thought I was gonna die. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, they got me. They got me. Heart failure is no joke, and you wouldn't even know it was heart failure. It was. I thought it was pneumonia. They diagnosed me with pneumonia, but the cardiologist was like, you have onset congestive heart failure. But when it's onset, it's reversible. So my heart was pumping at 22% when I was in the hospital. They had to do a whole operation, send these tubes through my veins all the way up to my heart. It was crazy. Um, but once I understood the problem and talked to a couple people, I was able to take this nitroglycerin based drink for a couple days, and it kind of like it reversed the problem. So heart is good. It's way stronger than it was before. Yeah, that book is a good book. Um, it just gets into how they really tricked us out of everything we got and how we should be moving forward and getting wealth. No, I didn't have a stent put in, or unless you well, what they did with the operation was like fiber optics. It's like these fibers they put in through your vein. You can actually have heart surgery now through your vein in your stomach. Because that vein leads all the way to your heart. They just wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing clogged and to kind of sort of relieve the fluids, which is a delicate process. That was one of the issues. Like you get a lot of fluid around your heart, and my heart was enlarged. That was one of the main issues. It's one of the weirdest feelings ever, like having an enlarged heart. People usually die from that. But yeah, like once I understood the problem, I knew how to fix it, and I thank those doctors for everything they did because then they really saved my life. To be honest, I could barely walk into the hospital when I got there. Yeah, they say people who work out and exercise live way longer than people who don't. So it's just good to just exercise here and there, keep your heart pumping, eat a lot of heart healthy foods. Stay heavy on the salmon when you can because it's real good for your heart. Um, and just really be really conscious about your heart because that's what they're attacking. I mean, a lot of these foods is attacking your heart and your arteries, and it's crazy. So I mean, at least right now we have somebody. There's a lot of people right now speaking up on the food and what they're putting in the food. I mean, it's one of the things that I hate about this country is that everybody just allow the food to be the way that it is. Ain't nobody really out there like we need to stop this shit. These people are literally poisoning our food. They trying to kill us. Like they literally trying to kill us. When you walk in supermarkets, it's death every fucking where. Slow death. And we just allow that shit. So I hate that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. You got that remedy because enlarged hearts, having a big heart is just it's a dangerous thing. Root, yes sir, yes sir. Oh yeah, man, heart strong, man. I've been working on that. It only take one time for me, man. Once I understand a problem, I'm focused on. Especially since my dad died, from the same problem. It's weird. Like I said, he died, and then like I got the heart issues right after he died. It's the weirdest shit ever. Yeah, ginkgo biloba, real tomatoes help too. Grapefruits. It's a lot of stuff that really help with your heart. Eating fish sticks make my. I haven't had fish sticks since I was like a kid, man. It's been a long time since I ate fish sticks. Yeah, resting, getting sleep is a big deal. Getting up and doing a workout. It's just like you got to put yourself into a routine for a while until you get back healthy. Excuse me. Yeah, it's this Dr. J. Yeah, it's crazy now because you really even with the plants now, they've been showing that a lot of these plants are not even, organic. It's real dangerous and scary time we live in with food. You really got to be real careful and cautious about what you eat. Um, it's crazy. It's one of the things, like I said, I hate about this country, the way the food situation is set up, and you really got to be a whole freaking detective and investigate and do shit to make sure your food is cool. Johnny Rose, what's the deal? Yeah, it's crazy. The milk ain't good. Can't drink that shit. The meat you gotta be careful with. Now the produce you gotta be careful with. It's just everywhere you turn. Like the food is just there to kill you. For you gotta think about you consuming this shit over a long period of time, and it starts to break down your body, and then you're too old to fight off certain shit. I mean, it's the perfect remedy to get you out of here. And then you got people dropping before they hit 80. Oh yeah, for sure. The app I have the books because we're going to get into that. It's going to be certain books you have to buy. So everybody in the Merkabah Scholar Society, as I said, it's going to be certain books you're going to need to get. You'll have the link to where you'll be able to get those books, of course, for cheap. But it's a lot of books we're going to be going through in Merkabah Scholar Society. That's real prerequisite knowledge for how we're moving forward. And of course, a lot of those going to have to do with Manly P. Hall. We're going to get into a lot of Manly P. Hall stuff coming up. Wild Fork. Yeah, I heard about them. There's a lot of companies that's doing that now. I had a friend who ships me meat from Sweden and ships me like seeds and stuff from Sweden. So it's actually like a club where you can get produce and meat from a lot of these companies that's farm fresh. Everything's good, no GMOs, no nothing. But it's expensive though. It's expensive. So we have that option, but as we know, the option to eat healthy and clean is fucking too costly. Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what a lot of people doing now. So, I got to see how that weighs out because, like I said, I'll be leaving the country soon. I'll be in Dubai for a while. I'll be living overseas for a little bit again. So, but eventually, yeah, that's what I want to do. Get some land, just plant your own shit. Grow your own stuff. Yeah, a lot of people doing that now, man. It's just the way to go. To just farm and do your own thing and plant. The thing is, one, you got to make sure you're getting your seeds from the right place. But it's a lot of ways to well, better just import them. I wouldn't get no seeds from this country at all, to be honest. Excuse me. Oh wow, Decrypt, that's a deal. Yeah, so my uncle Smitty, I used to go to his farm when we was little. I mean, he had like the craziest farm. So I seen that whole process of milk making and butchering meat and all that when I was little, because my uncle Smitty ran a farm for all the way up until he passed. But it was cool. I seen it young, like how the farms work, how they make money off of hay and everything like that. How they make money off the horses. So it's something I learned a long time ago about farming. It's something I wanted to do, but it just kind of felt like you got to be built for that lifestyle. But farming is something we should all be doing. But you got to have land for that shit. Yeah, I was vegan for 6 months and I passed out, hit my head. I was done after that. Yeah, I mean, vitamin supplements is cool, but I mean, you can't. The thing is for the brain. One, this country doesn't list all the nutrients that your brain needs. That's one of the weird things about here. That's crazy. But you go in Europe, they list everything. So we know all the nutrients for our brain we get from meat. Meat is the only place you can get all the nutrients for the brain. Another thing they don't really tell you. The thing is, one, they don't list all those nutrients. You can supplement those nutrients, a lot of them, but they don't list them all. That's the thing. The problem is, one, yeah, for sure. That's what happened. And Johnny, I passed out, hit my head jogging, went to the doctor, and the doctor told me I was crazy for not eating meat. I need to eat meat because your brain needs it. It's just we consume too much meat. That's the problem. We didn't have any issues with meat until the government took over the meat supplies. That's what people were getting messed up because they's like, oh, all this meat. We've been eating meat on this planet for thousands of years, right? There's never been a vegan civilization in the history of mankind until now, right? So we've been eating meat forever. What's the problem? How come they wasn't having all these health issues back in the 20s? How come our ancestors was able to eat meats for thousands of years, and we still here? The problem is this government took over the meat supply, and a lot of people don't understand. They passed laws that say you have to put these chemicals into the meat, right? That's why they had the whole Formicide video, the whole documentary of them coming there and saying, "Hey, basically said you're not poisoning your food, so we got to shut down your farm." I mean, it's crazy, but yeah, it's been the government all along, man. They took control. They regulated the meat supply. They regulated the food supply, and then again, you got to remember, there's only 11 companies. 11 companies. I showed you guys this. There's 11 companies that produce and sell everything that we consume. That's just not enough. That's crazy. There's no competition. So they control everything. It's 11 companies that produce and sell everything that we consume. All the foods, the cosmetics, they control it all. So if they're in this group that's bent on, knocking people off early, it is what it is. The only thing we can fix that is with legislation. So we got to have more people out there rallying for the food cause, but we don't. Yeah, meat. It's like I said in the video. You got to think about a lion that consumes about what 70 pounds until they full in max capacity, and then after they eat to their max, they don't eat no more meat. Lions after they reach full capacity in meat, they stop eating for about a week, and they just play and burn it off. It's just our thing is our issue is we consume way too much. My bad. Let me zoom out. Sirius have anything to do with creating us? Possibly. Sirius is huge. I mean, everybody talked about it. So who knows? Yeah, man. I try to be understanding of a lot of vegans who I talk to, but at the end of the day, their message is coming from, the fact that the meat has been bad for people, but that's because of the government. It's not just because meat all of a sudden is bad. Because if that's the case, how come when these animals is eating other animals, they not developing cancer? A tiger, a lion go out and eat an animal raw, right? They're not dying of cancer. They're not having any heart issues and all this stuff from meat because it's raw meat. The government is not, tainting that meat. The government is tainting ours. Carbon King, what's the deal? Yeah, and that's the issue. Like, so I really did that whole, you know, study on it a long time ago, years ago, because one, I noticed that everybody who I talked to that was vegan, they all saw the same documentary. And they all basically was citing stuff from that same documentary on Netflix about the meat. And one of the arguments was that, hey, humans, we don't have fangs and claws to hunt meat and to eat and chew meat, so we shouldn't be eating it. And I'm like, that's stupid. Because one, we have intelligence to hunt meat. We don't need sharp fangs and claws, and we can actually eat meat. But you got to look at the fact that it's a bunch of animals that do have sharp fangs and claws who don't eat meat, like a silverback, like a gorilla. A gorilla got sharp fangs, the strength to rip a freaking animal apart, but they don't eat meat. So it's not even about that. It's about we have the digestive system to break down meat because we can eat it. We've been eating it on this planet for thousands of years with no health problems for thousands of years up until this government took control, and now we all of a sudden have problems because of the meat. And then we look and we can see clear as day that they putting shit in the meat. So what's the argument? What's the argument? It's crazy. If you go abroad, you'll see what I'm talking about. Chickens are way smaller. These big ass chicken legs and everything here, it's not like that overseas. You go over there and chicken is normal size. They pumping these chickens up with a bunch of shit over here. So it's clearly, the meat production plants that's putting shit in food. Deshaun, you don't want to be no Mason, trust me. Don't do that. All right. Let me see. The fangs is always there. Yeah, the fangs is always the argument. And it's crazy because another thing. So when I was in Thailand, you guys gotta understand, like these Thai people. I talked about this in a couple of videos before. I got I got two little Thai ladies that'll eat probably all of us under the table. They consume so much food, and a large portion of their diet is pork. They eat a lot of pork and chicken in Thailand, and you see how small and skinny they are. They bony as hell. And I was looking at how much these people eat because if you ever eat Thai food, Thai people don't make one dish. The table is full of a bunch of different foods, and it's going to include a lot of beef and a lot of pork, right? A lot of chicken. They eat a lot of meat. They consume a lot. But since their foods, one being largely spicy, that boosts their immune system. But the main thing is the meat is all clean. It's all clean, good meat. It's no hormones or antibiotics and crazy shit in the meat. And so they can consume it, and they have no health issues. They're not becoming obese and super fat because of what they eat. But when I was over there, I was just shocked at how much that they eat and the fact that they stay so skinny and healthy. But again, it's because you go abroad. We are the only country that's putting chemicals in our fucking food. We're the only country that's poisoning our food and shit. Seeing what the food is doing to our bodies, and we still allow it. So that's the problem. It's not the actual meat itself. It's the fact that we allow in this country to do what they're doing to the food. I mean, it depends on where you want to travel. It's a lot of good places to go abroad. I highly recommend a lot of people, have dual citizenship over in Sweden, but I really recommend a lot of people go there, man, just so you guys can see and understand. Especially, being black. One of the things I want people to see and understand when you go over there is how different of a lifestyle it is for black people there and how the economy works. Like you don't see the way, you don't see the racism like it is here. Um, and you get to see the businesses. Those Africans got a lot of businesses over there. They flourish and doing well. It's just a good country to go to. You get treated good because you're American. It's a good experience. I highly recommend a lot of people go there. It's just a good place to go to. Whole Foods is horrible. I got married in Sweden, so that's how I got my dual citizenship. And I opened a business. We opened a beauty supply store and a hair salon over there. But I ended up getting married over there a long time ago. My ex-wife, she's Thai. She was half Thai, half Swedish. Yeah, I mean it's just You see it. I mean, I've been all over the world, and like I said, it was just a rumor in Denmark. It was a rumor that they was putting GMOs in the meat in this meat processing plant, and they burnt the whole processing plant to the ground because of a rumor that wasn't even true. So that's how serious they is over there. Excuse me. Man, you got to do a lot of research on where to get your food these days. You got to really read because I mean they have to tell us by law what they're doing to the food. So you got to really do a lot of research. And the thing is, one, to get all the good food is available, clean meat, all that stuff is available to you. But the problem is it costs so much money because a lot of times it has to be imported, and then a lot of these groups that have it, they charging crazy rates for you to get the food. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, Whole Foods is horrible. You guys haven't seen all the information that came out on Whole Foods, and they tested a lot of the produce and stuff like that. It was GMO, full of chemicals. It's the Whole Foods is on some bullshit. And everybody just think Whole Foods is the shit. It's expensive as hell, but they're just the same as a lot of these other stores. So yeah, that already came out with Whole Foods. Whole Foods is on the same type of shit. Now, in the beginning, it was fine, but remember, Amazon bought them. When Amazon bought them, Amazon is about profit. They say, "Oh, we don't give a fuck. We don't got time to do all that healthy hippie shit. Just sell the food." So when Amazon bought them, everything changed. But they're not the same Whole Foods as they once was. Yeah, so I put the video on my Instagram. The woman that was in Congress, she was holding up the sign showing the difference between the ingredients in McDonald's fries in America and then in over abroad. And she was showing all the chemicals that's in McDonald's fries versus abroad. So she did that with a bunch of different foods and saying like, why the fuck are we allowing them to put this shit in the foods when they're not doing it anywhere else? So I put that video on my Instagram so you guys can see like, I mean, this is stuff we already knew. But it's good to see somebody fighting that fight again because a lot of people just left it alone and just said, "Oh, we're still here, so fuck it." But it's gonna be too late to complain when you fucking having health problems and cancer and shit at an early age because you like to eat certain foods. Yeah, it's crazy. It's sad for people who conscious, like for us, who understand what's going on, that we got to deal with the fact that uh, a lot of these people just don't care. A lot of these people just don't care. Like, lucky for me, like I got put on, like I said, to a lot of people to get clean meat. I usually go to the butchers. A lot of good butchers out here, believe it or not, in Vegas. I mean, it's one of the best places to go because a lot of those butchers is getting farm fresh meat. You know what I'm saying? And then like, I mean, they'll tell you, hey, we just killed the freaking animal. We got it here. The government, we got it and we selling it quick. The government ain't got time to come down and regulate us on what we putting in the meat. We're butchering and selling the meat straight away. And if you can get in on that, that's good. A lot of the farmers markets, I mean, a lot of those especially when you go out in the country, they selling clean meat. They're selling good meat. You just got to be there. You got to be aware of where these places is happening at, where these farmers markets is happening at, and if they're actually selling meat. And it's expensive, but it's worth it. But again, you can still go online and find good, clean meat. The problem is, it's expensive as hell, and that's the problem. To eat healthy, you got to pay a shitload of money. Oh no, I'm like I'm so scared of meat, yo. I try so hard to stay away from it. I rarely eat it. Probably usually if I'm going out to like some of these high end restaurants, the menu they'll tell you, hey, our meat is clean, this butcher and everything like that. And then I'll probably eat it, but for the most part, I try to stay away, man. It's just like again, you know, they can put. It's a company called Organic. The company is called organic. It don't mean the food is organic. The thing is, one, we're all being deceived. You think you go to the market and you think you're getting some shit that's clean, and it's not. It's probably not at any of these markets. Probably the farmers market is the best place, but it's just how it is right now. And until people wake up and say, hey, we need to come together and really go to the FDA and say, what the fuck is y'all doing? Because they're not doing their job. So what they do is they allow a certain amount of pesticides and carcinogens and everything like that to be into food that we can consume and still survive. But again, they don't account for over time, you know, chemicals, what it does to your body and everything. So, you know, it's just crazy. Yeah, they sell subscription service. D Griff, good thing. Yeah, I'm about to say that too. Halal. So, especially in Philly. So in Philly, the halal is the store where I used to go and get my chicken. And you know they just killed the chicken because it was still having feathers on it. You go get lamb from halal people, and because of their religion, they can get around the whole chemical stuff like that. Um, uh, but you know, halal places be expensive, and then a lot of times they season their meat ahead of time and stuff like that. But you can find a good halal place, then definitely get your meat from anywhere that's halal because they don't put any chemicals in their stuff. Yeah, you can tell the difference too, for sure. Yeah, Jay, that's actually a good diet right there. You know, a lot of pescatarians, people who just eat seafood, that's another way to go. A lot of people just eat seafood. They stay away from red meat, stuff like that. Yeah, that's the same thing. I found like one good halal place in here, which is always crowded when I go. Um, but yeah, halal places is another good place to go. Frenchie, what's your occupation? Occupation is I'm unemployed. Unemployed, self-employed. Word. Yeah, D Griff, I'm with you. I like steak way too much. Seriously. So like especially it's places to go in Mexico to get my tomahawks. Oh my goodness, bro. It's the meat's just so clean. And it's cool because like places like that, like a lot of places in Mexico, the meat comes straight from them. It comes straight from their farm. Doesn't go to any processing plants or anything like that. So you get to eat clean beef. There's nothing like it. The taste is completely different. You know, same thing I got to experience abroad, living abroad. Like you come and you get a steak, and it's like, hey, you know, our restaurant has its own farm, so the meat is farm fresh from our farm. Doesn't go to any processing plants at all. It comes straight from the butcher, you know, to the grill, and then to your plate, and it's a completely different taste. It's just, you know, we don't get that here, and to get it is way too expensive. Yeah, that's another thing, man. This, like I said, the government let these guys get away with anything, especially saying that there's an acceptable amount of bugs that's allowed in our food. So you can be getting chocolate and foods with little teeny legs in it and stuff like that, roach legs and bug legs in it and everything like that. So it's just crazy. But I mean, I'm pretty sure the bugs is harmless. To be, I ate bugs when I was in Thailand. Oh, yeah, it's completely different, man. It's completely different. Like I said, when I was in Sweden, the first time I ate relish, and it just like it blew me away. I was like, what the fuck? And like somebody just took a pickle and just diced it up like right there. The relish tastes completely different. It tasted like, you know, fresh pickles. Someone that had crab cakes. Oh my goodness, you could smell the ocean. Like you could tell how fresh everything was. It's a complete difference between the food abroad and the food here. Like it's so noticeable, really noticeable. Oh yeah, the water is horrible. I consider myself to be like a water connoisseur. Like I don't drink, only drink certain waters. But you gotta remember, like you know, everybody's like, oh, alkaline, alkaline, alkaline. You gotta be on an alkaline diet to really get the benefits from alkaline water. You know, or you putting yourself through a whole different process when you're not already on an alkaline diet and you're drinking that water. So It's still good to drink, but at the same time, you won't get all the benefits unless it equals to your diet. Bobby Hemmett, cool, Jesse. I like Bobby Hemmett. I don't agree with everything anybody says, to be honest. Like all these guys, a lot of these guys out there, I always find some type of flaw in a lot of the information, but that's just me, you know. Yeah, I was invited actually. I talked about that before. I was invited to do TED Talks with a group because of the information I was putting out on Keith Chang. So they actually reached out to me. I was thinking I forgot I was in Europe. I was so busy around that time. I had a lot of stuff going on. I couldn't do it. But yeah, maybe one of these days if they invite me back, if I get another shot, then I might do a TED Talks. That'll be cool. No high protein diets, no. And what's the deal? Quarter cow from the farm. Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it. Yeah, man. Like anybody, and it's not as hard as a lot of people think. I think I might have to cover this in Merkabah Scholar Society. Like getting farm fresh produce and meats is not as hard as you think it is. It's just a lot of these guys just took to online to sell because it's it's the feature. It's quicker and easier that way. Um, but especially if you live in California, if you live where farms are close, you can get that stuff out to you quickly, and it's just better. Again, the problem is it's expensive, and that's the fucking issue. It costs a lot of money, and you got to be willing to pay all that money. It sucks. You got to spend that kind of money just to eat clean, and you can't do it every day. No, Galactic Innovation. I wouldn't recommend it because they spraying these fucking places with so much stuff. Like you gotta touch the water. If you go to a glacier, you find a natural glacier, just touch the water. They got those little water testers. You can actually buy them on Amazon now, where you can touch the water for any type of chemicals, the pH balance, and everything like that. It's like a little tube thing. You drop in there and it tests the water for you. I would get one of those first, and then you probably can drink from the spring. Spring water is like the best water. So if you go and you buy in bottled water, look for spring water. And I would prefer, spring water over the alkaline water. Unless you're on an alkaline diet, then you can drink alkaline water. But if you're not on an alkaline diet, just get spring water. If it's bottled at the spring, then it's cool. It's bottled right there. It doesn't go to any filtering, any processing plants. It's bottled. Like that's why Fiji costs so much, even though they put the process of putting the water in a bottle, whatever they're using, is horrible because you can taste that air. It don't taste right. So there is a couple. The glacier water that's out now that's selling a lot. Uh, what's the other one? So the glacier water is another good water. So I recommend like if you get like spring water or the glacier water, it's real water. It's just like fresh. You can taste the difference. I like Aquapana. Aquapana is like my favorite water. But like I said, all that stuff is really expensive. Yeah. Yeah, Alex, you tripping. Don't donate no money. Free Diddy. Oh man. Yeah, I mean that's the thing because it's one of the reasons why people was talking to Kamala Harris, well, like Kamala Harris, because this is one of the things that she is talking about. Because one, as I said, 11 companies. You have 11 corporations that produce everything that we consume. And her whole thing is changing that, opening it up so a lot of the small businesses can have the capital to become as big as these giants. It's not enough competition. It's just not enough. I don't think she's going to win, but I'm just saying it'd be a good thing if they created a lane to where somebody can have the funds to give us an alternative food source that we don't have to take this fucking poison food. But the people are not willing to fight for it. It's just ridiculous to me that people ain't coming together and saying, "Hey, we're not going to eat this shit no more." Like, we need to change it. These people are literally trying to kill us and trying to find loopholes and ways to put shit in the food so they can lower their costs. They got billions of dollars already, but they fucking greedy and they don't care who they kill. They just worried about the bottom line. And it's like, how is that allowed? How is our government allowing that against the people? It just goes to show, this is, a country run by the corporations, man, not the government. The corporations is running this place. Yeah, Icelandic water. That's good water as well. Anubis, my God, what's the deal? Johnny Rose, love you too, guys. Appreciate it. Pleiades, what's the deal? Love the Pleiades. Who is this? Trump. When you guys talk about Trump, Trump or Kamala, Trump or Kamala, it doesn't matter. Nothing gonna change. It's the same agenda, regardless of who get in. But we want Trump to get in, to be honest. If everything was fair. Excuse me. Jet T, what's the deal? Salute Chicago. I ain't been there in a minute. Jesse, no, I don't sell beats no more, man. I'm done with that. Yeah, I got a freaking computer full of old beats that's probably like outdated right now. But man, I still have a lot of the old beats. That's one of the things we're gonna do when I build my house. I'm gonna put the recording studio back in there. I miss making music. Uh, I miss making beats. I want to see if I still got it, but definitely gonna get back into that. Yeah, E. coli's a bad thing. Alex, you funny. Peace. Divine Rights, what's the deal, my guy? Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeah, it's not enough positive music, man. It's not enough. It's just so much horrible shit out here. Um, but I have a lot of, like I talked about this before, it's a lot of conscious artists that send me music all the time. So a couple of them are in our group in Merkabah Scholar Society. So I'll probably have those guys send you, put some music on the timeline, put out some of the music they got. Yeah, so good thing you said that. So you guys check your emails tomorrow. So you guys get an email for the time we're going to start the affiliate course. So I'm going to put a time up there, and we're just going to talk about some stuff first to give people more time to get in. So I'm trying to get as many people in the group as possible before we start getting in. But you'll get an email, so you'll see it pop up. Excuse me. Yeah. Also, link is in the description. Again, this is it. So it's the final phase. We're already in phase 3. So if you ain't a member now, and this is it, this is your chance right now. You got to pay $500, and then you got to be voted in. So if you want to get in the Merkabah Scholar Society, link is in the description. If you want to do consultation, the link is in the description. This is the only month I'm doing consultations. I won't be doing consultations after this because I'll be too busy. But I have time now for consultations. So if you guys want to book a consultation, which is one-on-one with me, you could book, and the link is in the description. Also, to join is in the description. Tomorrow's the last day. You'll see everything change. Final phase will be done, and then we move it on. So you with us, or you're not. You're in or you're out. It's up to you. Yeah, we talked about a lot, D Griff. So I put the video out, even though the video got cut off on a large portion of it, but the audio was still good, and I still edited the video. But we got into a lot of information on there. I think it was almost 3 hours. I had to cut a little bit of the video out. But it was a long meeting. We got into a whole bunch of good information, and like I said, we're gonna get into the affiliate course coming up, and that's gonna be a lot. So we're gonna dig into a whole lot with that. Yeah, I got the Jesse. I got the prototype book coming out. We're gonna go through that first because the book is not like a normal book for Merkabah Scholar Society. So once that comes in and I get it, I'm gonna do a whole video for the society on the book to show you how it is because it's not like a normal book. And then you guys will get the PDF. So, but the actual book is what's going to be more important. The PDF is going to be different. No problem, Anubis. But I sent out the link to download the video. So, I don't expect everyone to be able to make every meeting. So it's all good. Yeah. So, well, as long as you got a computer, I mean, you can set it up on your phone, but I highly recommend having a desktop computer or a laptop to get in when we start getting into the Amazon affiliate thing because it's going to be easier for you to set up the store and everything like that. So yeah, you want to have one eventually down the line because it's just going to be a lot easier for you. I mean, you can do it on your phone, but it'd be a lot easier with a laptop or a computer, desktop. Alchemy, what's the deal? Yeah, it's a lot. You'll see. You guys are gonna like make sure you bring your book, your pencils. There's a lot of information we're gonna get into on Monday. Like, for the it's a lot. It's a lot to get into. But like I said, a lot of it is already in the personal economics series that I put out. But it's just different now because the algorithm. One, I'm gonna show you guys how to utilize it to because it's a lot easier now. And then now, oh, don't get me started with quantum computing. If I get my hands on one of those things, that's my next goal, right? That's my next big purchase, a quantum computer. Um, how they using it now with trading is crazy. I talked about that in the meeting yesterday. You guys got to understand that's like the if you got a broker, your broker is a human, right? You got to have multiple screens in front of you and you're constantly trying to look at what's going up and what's going down. What's going up and what's going down in the stock market is going to affect other stocks. You got to know what those stocks is. But you still got to be the broker to go and buy and sell while you're watching this. There's only but so much you can do with human eyes. Having AI, one, along with quantum computing, dude, you can do like freaking 600 deals or investments in a day. I mean, by the close of the business day, these dudes are making millions and millions of dollars. Once they perfect this is what I was telling you guys, especially when if Trump gets in, it's going to be a huge rise. They're already projecting it. It's going to be a huge rise from millionaires to billionaires, thousandaires to millionaires, and so on and so forth. This is why Musk and all of them are going to become the first trillionaires and everything like that coming up. Because one now, with quantum computing and with AI, it's just way easier and you can make money way more faster right now. It's crazy. So we want to get in that. We want to go from thousandaires to multimillionaires. But I already hit that M already, so I'm there. But I want you guys to be there too. Marcus, what's the deal? Yeah, D Griff, go on Amazon and grab a little laptop or you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna need something to surf. You don't need nothing too crazy. If you're gonna to do the fulfillment and everything like that. Yeah, Pleiades is a bunch of people that's international that's in Merkabah Scholar Society. It's going to benefit international as well as here in America because the information is for us all. And a lot of the stuff we're going to be talking about, even with the affiliate program, you can do abroad as well. So, Merkabah Scholar Society is just, it's for us. I broke down what it's all about in previous videos, a lot to get into. But if you've been following me, which I've been over here for over going on 2 decades, damn near. So if you follow my work, I have over 1,000 videos on YouTube. I have whole social media platform. I have a lot. I've been doing a lot for a long time. So if you follow me, you already know. You already know what I'm about. You already know what I do. I've been all over the world, traveling, studying, researching forever, and you know, done a lot already. So the people who know. That's why they joined. I'm not. It would be tough for you to not know my work and then jump in here and then start from the beginning. But some people have. It's going to work out regardless. I recommend it because one, if you're somebody that's looking to make extra money, just understanding what I'm going to be showing with the affiliate program, Brandon, if you in the chat, let me see, you still can't. Yeah, so yeah, if anybody who's still having issues with the academy, again, it's that shit is still out of my control, man. I fixed a lot of the issue, but I'm still at the mercy of WordPress and them fixing the site. It's going to get fixed. It's just what they told me is something that's wrong with that. Something wrong with their code that they got to go in and fix. And I guess they're going to do it on their own time. Um, and I don't have access to their full back end code to go and fix everything, to fix the problem that was pointed out to me. So again, I'm at their mercy. I believe it will get fixed, but again, it's another reason for having the society and having the app, so we don't have to go through this shit. It's just one of the reasons why I said I put it on that platform on WordPress to just test it out, but it's going to move to a completely independent platform soon, so we won't have to deal with all these plugin issues. So just stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's if you can't log in, you have a login issues, whatever the issue may be, just got to hold tight on that. I haven't been really posting much, so you're not really missing anything. So just hang tight, it'll be fixed. Yeah, I mean, the tropical storms is just normal. Helen, I mean, they use it to destabilize areas and have a reason to go in certain areas. Or to me, I think they're looking at how they can mobilize if it's a issue or what's a disaster in certain areas. Because a riot would be considered like a disaster, looting and all that stuff. They just testing to me how they going, how they got to approach certain areas or what's in certain areas, or who knows, destabilize in certain areas so they don't have to worry about it later on. But usually every year we have this same fucking shit. So yeah, D Grips is crop. You get a little, you can get like a little Chromebook for like $100 and something off Amazon. And like that's all you need because you just really need a good internet connection. Um, but these little computers right now, or hit eBay, you can get something good, for cheap. On eBay, just have it shipped to you. I recommend that too. But it'll get there quicker probably with Amazon. Rude, I appreciate it. Yeah, so Jesse, if you in a society, you'll get the link to the video when the course is done, or whenever, or every day, because it's like a 3-day course. So every day you'll get the video from that lecture. So you guys will get the video. If you can't make the whole course, you're still going to get the video. So everything, everything we talk about, you'll get the video and more. So you'll be all right. No, no, Anubis, no, it could be the same. It could be the same. So once you set it up for the affiliate, it's like setting up a business. You got to put in, personal information, everything like that. How you going to get paid and all that. So, as long as you got an Amazon, you're good. Excuse me, Jesse. No problem, man. Yeah, a lot of people ask about the Diddy situation, and I tell you guys, one, you got to look at and pay attention what was going on with Diddy before all this stuff started. So regardless of what that dude does in his personal life, I mean, at the end of the day, let's be 100% real. Like, what this dude does in his personal life is on him. I don't give a shit who he messing with or fucking whatever. That's his personal fucking life. The thing is, one, when you go back and look, I posted a video on my Facebook. I showed you guys the video of him doing the interview with Charlemagne. So you guys probably saw that. The interview he did with Charlemagne, what was he talking about? He talking about the same thing that Tupac was talking about before Tupac got killed. Tupac was talking about setting up a black political party. It's the same thing that Diddy was talking about. Hey, we need to set up a black political party, this and that. Now, everybody believed that he jumped on that and started talking about that because he's trying to kind of sort of combat the fact that, in business, he kind of did cut the legs off his partner with Ciroc, and they're supposed to be like a family that's like a real rich family, and that's one of the things that people look to and say that's why he's getting all this backlash and everything being exposed because he cut this family out of like a $60 million deal, and then he started talking about black political party, which that's just what they don't want to hear. Plain and simple, that's the worst thing. So who knows? I always look at everything. You know, I don't trust none of that bullshit. Like I said, I don't trust it. I don't trust no Jaguar Wright either. Like, come the fuck on. Everybody keep asking me about her. Oh, God is protecting her. Jaguar Wright, she's a hero. And dude, you don't get on no fucking Pierce Morgan. You don't get on Pierce Morgan and you're not in. You don't get on these shows. You don't get on the platform she's been getting on to speak without being in. Like, it's shit is all by design. Like, it's all a distraction. So I don't trust none of that shit. Yeah, and that's what a lot of those dudes realize. When they get to that point, they think because they're rich and famous that those people who they bump shoulders with, that's these aristocrats and rich families, they still look down on them because at the end of the day, what they're doing, these rich people know the true reason behind it. So they don't look at you the same as equals. They're still looking down because you're a puppet. Yeah, you're a puppet. Like everybody, like this shit is the biggest joke to me. Like when I look at this shit, like the people who up here understand what hip hop culture is doing to us, and they laughing like we just eating it up. We got whole award ceremonies and everything like that, and people think they actually doing something positive in life by talking about the destruction of black people and destroying their own people, and then we giving them awards for the shit. Meanwhile, the powers that be laughing at them like y'all fucking stupid. They don't give a damn how much millions of dollars they give them. They doing a much bigger job. Yeah, all these guys is industry niggas, man. People be talking about you don't get in there. Like it's just to me, it's common sense to see what the fuck's going on. You don't get in there. You don't do certain shit. You don't get on certain platforms without being in. Why would they let you in? Why would Paris Morgan do a whole interview with Jaguar Wright when he got pictures with Donald Trump and Jay Z and fucking P Diddy and he's in the same club as those guys. So why would he allow her on there to talk about how did you even get that job? How do you even get the spot? Hey, you call him up and say, "Hey, I want to come on your show and talk shit about Diddy and Jay Z." Like, how do you? This shit is all suspect, man. I don't trust none of it. Now, it's only one document. It's just the NDA, Jesse. Unless you got it twice. There's only one. Yeah. Yeah, what's crazy is one, and this is a true story. I almost was at one of Diddy parties before, in 2010. So a friend of mine who works with one of P Diddy's close friends, who I know, Kevin Wells. If you Google Kevin Wells, he's cool. He's one of Diddy friends, and we have mutual friends. So I've been around him. I met him a couple times. But I got invited to this party in 2010 at Diddy Mansion on Star Island. Now my friend went. My friend, and his name Anthony as well. He went there. He went there, met Fabulous, Chris Brown, a bunch of people who got the pictures and everything. But I was supposed to go. The thing is, one, I had so much going. It's 2010. There was a lot going on for me around that time. I couldn't make it. couldn't make it. He was sending me pictures and everything. I was like so fucking jealous. Like, oh shit, it's crazy. But yeah, we talked about that since then, and he didn't see none of the crazy stuff that people talking about. It's just a crazy, just a wild party. It was kids there at the one he was at, because Kevin Wells had his kids there, so they was taking pictures and everything like that. So he said he didn't see anything crazy, but I don't put it past him. But still, at the end of the day, sex parties, whatever the fuck it is, that's grown ass people shit. I don't understand what the problem is. They throwing in this sex trafficking shit to make it a case. Same shit they did to R. Kelly, same shit they did to everybody else. It's just a coincidence that all these brothers is going down on some sex trafficking shit. Get the fuck out of here. So, like I said, all that shit is suspect to me, man. I'm not trying to defend Diddy or none of these dudes or anything like that. It's just like, it's just I just find it weird and odd how they bring these people down who talk about certain things. It just is what it is. Kanye West basically said that he's a clone. If you pay attention to what he was spitting not too long ago, he called himself a clone. He said, they cloned me. Everybody talking about Jamie Foxx being a clone. All the stuff he putting out, a lot of subliminal. Notice how a lot of these commercials is two of them. He had that whole issue, and then they came out with They Clone Tyrone, which is a super deep movie. And then now in all his latest commercials is two Jamie Foxxes. So a lot of subliminal shit to be throwing out there. Jesse, you painting a house. Wow. Yeah, man, that's elite shit, man. Like I'm not getting into all that shit with them. What people do in their personal life. Like I never cared about that shit. It's just it is what it is. Is the problem that people having an issue with him being gay because he don't portray himself to be gay. Even still, that's that dude personal business, man. Like it is what it is on that. I don't give a shit. I don't understand why it's a big deal. So much more important shit going on to be worried about that bullshit. Like it's just dumb. Like when you start to step back and look at everything else, it makes sense. Especially that interview with Charlamagne. When I saw that shit, I was like, oh, why is he talking like that? Did he been in the game for a long time? He knows better. He knows better. There's no fucking way in the world. It's legit to me. This is like either while he will rebel and go against them, I don't know, maybe some of these guys heads get too big and they just do whatever they want to do. Which I don't think he would, because he know like they'll get you the fuck out of here. He knows that. But I don't know. I look at the whole thing as a distraction, and we'll see what comes of it. Who knows? Yeah, exactly, Anubis. Even the cashy shit. Like what? Like who don't know somebody that happened to, right? Like I've seen plenty of videos of domestic violence and the people who go through that. It's relationship shit. People go through all kinds of still personal shit. Oh, he wrong for hitting her or whatever like that. And the same niggas saying that, the same niggas will be hitting their girls. Like it happens. Like people lose their cool. You're allowed to lose your cool. You're allowed to lose your temper at some point. And it is what it is. It's context to it. I don't know what the fuck happened. Who knows? But even still, that's their personal business. Like imagine somebody putting your personal business out there between you and your girl or you and your dude all over social media, and it's out of context, or they don't know the whole story, or you was in a moment of fucking anger. It's just nuts, and everybody looking at it calling you crazy because you did some normal shit. Yeah, I mean, the whole predator thing is like that's just too much. Because Diddy got kids, he loves his kids. I don't see that, with him. That's just something they throwing out there. It don't matter, man. They own the system. They could say you did something, you didn't do it. It is what it is. But I don't think any of the child trafficking shit, anything like that. I don't believe none of that. I didn't believe it with R. Kelly either. So it's what it is. It's like, but they know what they got themselves into. They know, and that's the thing. You know, you don't get to that level and you don't know. So if it's all legit and not a distraction, then he know what he did, and like you can't. You got to do what you got to do. You can't piss those people off. So that's a mistake on his part. That I'm pretty sure they gave him an opportunity to correct it. Rad, what's the deal? No, I haven't seen Death Note. Oh yeah, we already knew. The Jesus, the printed guns. That's not. What is that going to do? uh, that tells me though. I'm glad you put that up there. But that tells me they coming hard for guns now. Because to get that out the way first is that's a big step. Ooh, that's big. But even still, we don't. It's illegal. It's illegal regardless. So they can sign an executive order all you want. It don't matter. People still going to do it. Killing people is illegal. That's happening all the time. But they got to do that because once they take away these automatic weapons and everything, like I said, you can basically print a gun in your basement. You can make it. You 3D printer. You can make the mechanism and everything. It's not fucking hard at all. I watched some. I can do it right now if I wanted to. If I had the equipment. It's not hard to make that shit. So what's going to happen is they're going to flood the streets. They pass a law and get rid of those street sweepers and those automatic weapons, saying we can't have them no more. Which that's game over. They do that shit. We better fight for that one. We can't ever give up superior firepower, especially to this government. But that's telling me that they're on the verge of passing something like that, and they got way ahead of it. The printed guns, the 3D guns, and everything like that. I knew that was coming though. Jay Z, Jay Z, you already know. Keep dropping videos. I'll be on YouTube. I'm still gonna drop videos on YouTube. That's not gonna stop. One second. Yeah, I talked about Merkabah Academy again. Anybody have issues with that? Still waiting on WordPress. So that's out of my control at the moment. We're gonna get it straightened out eventually. So if there's any issues with Merkabah Academy, you guys got to just sit tight on that. But that's the reason for Scholar Society. Yeah, I know. Nobody can access the site right now. It's an issue. So if you're having a problem with Merkabah Academy, nobody can access it. If you're waiting for approval for Merkabah Scholar Society on Merkabah Academy, there's no reason. I want you guys to go ahead and sign up for it. It'll still say pending, but as I said, just leave it at that because the app is coming out, so it's not really going to matter. Everybody's going to get approved eventually, but not before the app comes out. So when the app comes out, then everybody start getting their approvals. But it's still a WordPress issue. It's still on them. Merkabah Academy is out of my control. They won't give me access to their coding to fix it because I know what the problem is. I have to wait on them. Again, that's the problem when you deal with these companies. That's why I want to segue over to a different platform, which I will eventually after we finish doing everything we need to do on WordPress. So it'll be a whole new different site again, but I have to use WordPress right now because it's the best way to test those plugins, which would be a lot of things we're going to use. So I got to know how to code them. And now with AI, it's going to be a lot quicker to migrate everything over. But for right now, at the mercy of WordPress. So just got to wait on them. Right? Manuel, yeah, we talk about XRP all the time. XRP, Well, we hoping it hit 500 or 1,000 before the year is out, into the quarter. But as long as people keep doing what they're doing, when it goes down, buy. And this I can't stress that enough. If you already invested in XRP stock, if it goes down, especially if it goes below what you bought in at first, fucking buy. It's cheap. Buy as much as possible. You should always be buying it. It's not going to do nothing but help the stock out later on. It will go up. Everybody's expecting to go up to at least 1,000 at some point. So, get as many shares as you can. I got like 5,000 shares already. So I highly recommend you buy it now. It goes down, keep buying more. And as long as we follow that process, it'll shoot up. Because I'm predicting, or they're predicting as well, that that's what it's going to do. A lot of that stuff, like those stocks I told you guys to sit on from the beginning, if you actually was able to buy them, because I told you what they were doing. They wasn't allowing people to buy certain stocks without a certain portfolio. You couldn't get your hands on a some of those stocks because they know what's coming. So they didn't allow everybody to invest in them. You got to make sure your portfolio is strong, and you invested in a lot, and you're doing some numbers. You're consistent. You'll be able to get in. I know. Like I said, listen. I think Trump gets in, all that shit is gonna blow up. I talked about this in the last video. I'm expecting that, so I expect it to be a huge boost. He gets in. Excuse me. But just because of everything, everything in his plan involves growing crypto. So, excuse me. So we're gonna be good. He gets in. That's why everybody want Trump. He's gonna be good for crypto. It's gonna be good for the economy. It's just all signs point to stocks shooting through the roof next month. So, and then if they do everything, if he implements everything he's trying to do, and then people start really getting a hold and using, because I think trading is gonna go crazy. And then now, because that's why I'm trying to get ahead of it now, we're using AI and quantum computing with trading and see how they're doing it. Yeah, like I said, it's going to create a lot of new millionaires. I'm hoping that next year to make like at least 10 mil next year at least. So I'm hoping I can use all that and boost shit up because I'm seeing how they're using it and what they're doing, and to be able to make about freaking 600 deals within the close of the business day, stock wise, and having that algorithm buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and then you just see what the profit is at the end of it. I mean, with the quantum computing, it's going to be stupid. It's going to be like the potential for that is crazy. So I'm hoping to make at least 10 next year or more, using that and a bunch of other investments I have going on right now. So we'll see what happens, man, because I have so much money sitting. And then, once the IRS is released the money, I can invest that money as well. I'm still waiting on that. So that should happen before the year is out. Then I have a whole lot more money to put into the shit. But I'm expecting to make, crazy, crazy money the end of this year and next year, which we'll get into all that in Merkabah Scholar Society. Yeah, that's the goal, man. Like everybody should be trying to shoot for a millionaire by 30. You know, I had a couple $100,000 by 30, but yeah, everybody should be trying to shoot for that. And once you hit 100,000, then it's just like the thing is this: you got your house or your living situation out the way, you got your car out the way, you have a system running to where bills are being paid, you don't got to worry about food or anything like that. You got all that going, everything's running smooth, income coming in, everything going good, and then you have the $1,000, the 100,000, because you don't want to have 100,000 and none of that's taken care of, right? Because then that's where the money's going to go. So it's you don't really got 100,000, you lose the money day one. But to have all that going and working for you, and then you get 100 grand in, and then now you have a whole 100 grand to invest and grow, that's how you get to that 1 million. So that's where you want to be. The thing is, one, what I talked about in personal economics, getting that taken care of, the living situation, everything gone. And then once you hit those points, you don't have to take those investments or the profits and put it into shit that you shouldn't be worried about. You understand? So all that money now is available to you to invest and make it grow. And that's how I was when I went from 100,000 to 300,000 like quickly. I'm talking like probably within like 3 weeks, fast. And then everything comes like, the more you make, the more you're able to invest, which means the potential profit margin is bigger, especially when you're working with real estate. So once I was able to get my hands on that kind of money and invest and grow, it blew up. I showed you guys a check for $600,000. Oh, I'm on that phone. But yeah, it ain't tough. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Yeah, money makes money. Coinbase, Jermaine, I use Coinbase to buy XRP. No, Marcus. What the powers that be is not illegal according to universal law. What they're doing is all under universal law. It's not illegal. It's not against it at all. Like they're not that stupid. Everything they're doing is legit, 100% in accordance with universal law. Kamala pertains to reincarnation. I talked about that in the Matrix video about Kamala and what she represents. But yeah, it's where her name is Kamala, and the God it represents as far as reincarnation. But who's being reincarnated? Trump is. He's coming back. He's not president no more. He's about to get reincarnated to come back president. Yeah, Pleiades in the beginning. Yeah, I had a lot of help with stocks. I had a lot of help with real estate. I went to real estate school in Pennsylvania, and Philadelphia. I got my broker's license a long time ago. I got my real estate license in Philadelphia. So my first flips was there. Got rental properties there. But I got help with all that stuff in the beginning. Um, I went. I talked about this before. I talked about it in personal economics. So I went. So I was actually like what 4 rows away from Donald Trump. So Trump came to Philadelphia. He did a real estate convention there in Philadelphia. I was there for that. Actually, was real close to Donald Trump then at that meeting. But he was talking about because Philly, they're doing it now. Philly is like so prime and ready for the real estate boom, which right now that's what's going on. A lot of people buying up North Philly, South Philly properties and making these amazing homes now. And he was talking about, man, because we have whole blocks that's abandoned in Philly, like entire blocks. So he was talking about that and how somebody with money need to come in and revitalize these neighborhoods and make money off of it. But the issue was the same issue with Detroit. People don't want to invest that kind of money in the ghetto, in the hood, because they know the people who can afford to go and live there wouldn't go and live there around those neighborhoods. So it takes a while for the community to, uh, go into a certain way for people to start to invest. This is why gentrification is happening, one, and they pushing all these people out of these cities, these rural areas, into more, West Bubblefuck areas, uh, and get them out of the city because the rich people, the rich white people, tired of taking the train into the city to go to work. They want to be in the city. And Philadelphia is one of those cities where you can actually build crazy, crazy communities that's downtown, that's close to downtown. They have a lot of rich people live there. That's what they're doing. But yeah, I got a lot of professional help going to those seminars. I've been to so many real estate conventions. Adams Mark Hotel, if you're from Philly, you remember that. That's a long time ago. I went to a bunch of real estate conventions there. Um, what's his name? Russ Dalby, winning in the cash flow business and all that. I did all that shit, man. I did all that shit. But it wasn't a waste of time or money. I got a lot of information from it, and it benefited. I used it. It worked out. Sharif, what's the deal? Salute. Yeah, Detroit, man. Detroit is just so much money there, man. It's just the potential is crazy. And you seeing now, matter of fact, they got a whole TV show with the two gay guys. They just revitalized in Detroit and building houses and everything like the entire blocks going up and they doing a good job. Um, they were selling houses for like 10 cent over there, man. It's crazy. But Detroit got a lot of sick mansions that's like so cheap, and they're going to get their area back together because a lot of people invested in it. And then you're close to the city. It's just Detroit got to get back a more major business sector like they used to. Remember, they shut down a lot of the processing plants. Car manufacturing is going to the robots now, so it's not the same. Jobs is a little sketchy. So, but it's the city is on the rise, man. They're going to get it back to way better than it was before because it's there. It's just they just got to put the money into it. She probably didn't drink the water. I doubt it. She drank some bottled water. Yeah, Detroit is a nice looking city. I've been to Detroit a couple times. I actually like Detroit. It's, blue collar town, good hard working people. Of course, they got a crazy crime element there, just like most cities. But for the most part, I mean, it's cool. It was nice. You see the potential. You see it was there. I don't know why they allowed the city to go the way it went, using what's his name to bankrupt the city. But yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Oh yeah, some people open up super old emails. Divine rights, that's awesome. But yeah, the issue is it's just a waiting at this time with the IRS. So I did everything I was supposed to do. I submitted everything. I was told it's all good, it's clean. I'm just at this point, all I'm waiting for is for them to release my money. That's it. Everything else legal wise is done. I did everything I had to do. Paperwork is in. It's all been accepted and approved. So now I'm just in the waiting process because that's what they do to you to make your ass fucking wait long as hell. Probably trying to find something else which they won't find. But everything is good now, so it's just waiting now. And I can't. I remember this happened to me before, so I already know the process. It's the second time this happened to me. The first time I was cool, so there wasn't as much money. But now this is like a huge amount of my net worth that they have a hold of. So yeah, once they release that, boy, woo, it's gonna be good. But yeah, it's straight. But I appreciate you. Yeah, Memphis is also nice, man. It's a lot of cities that got that issue, but it's going to change because for one, we need more houses, and people are getting more jobs in a lot of different places. It's just they got to repair a lot of these cities, and again, you have a lot of people that's living in the suburbs that want to move closer to the city, to downtown, and they need the properties. You just need somebody with the income, with the money, to go ahead and spend it and invest in downtown. A lot of these areas that's like messed up. And it's a lot of people doing it now because people seeing the potential. If you got the money and you need to invest it somewhere, that's the best place to do it. To go into a lot of these cities that's ran down and get in on the ground floor and start building these properties up. And then if you go out and advertise or find these people who need homes and help them get mortgages, you can fill your property up. Excuse me. Yeah, I know, right? And they ain't finished it. They're going to probably loan my money out 6 times and wait till it come back before they release it. Like, who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's happened last time. This one is taking longer than before, probably because of the amount of money it is. The last time they released it fast. So yeah, this time I'll be a lot smarter with what I do. Like I said, I'm putting the bulk of this money once they release it into gold and getting gold bars, and that way I don't got to worry about this shit again. If they take it, they won't take as much money. Yeah, Marcus, it don't. I don't. It's no connection to the Egyptians and oh, you're talking about karma and reincarnation. Oh, karma and reincarnation. So yeah, so remember the whole judgment through the scales of my aunt. Karma comes into play, but you got to remember this is one of the things that it's kind of a wild card, because remember when the it's a prayer that they say the priests say about hiding a lot of your flaws. So it's one of the reasons why the mummification process is done a certain way, where they're basically saying that the scarab beetle is going to help hide some of the flaws you had. So during judgment, you don't get judged for them. So that's like a kind of a loophole around karma if you think about it. But yeah, so if you go through judgment and your heart is weighed on the scale of Ma'at and you're good, everything weighs out, then you go on to the duat, right? And the duat is basically, heaven. You might as well say you can do whatever you want. But if not, then Amit devours your heart, basically symbolizing the pain of the flesh, the body, and then you get cast into the underworld and basically reincarnated and you come back here. Yeah, I'm in Vegas. Yeah, the Dogon story is interesting, but the Maria Gambudis one is just as interesting. I heard talking about the same thing because some of the oldest artifacts they find is of these dragon-looking people, these serpent beings, or what have you. And then we find these serpent being stories in Greek mythology, ancient mythologies. So who knows, man? It's obviously a huge connection between serpent dragons and women. There's no way around it. Huge connection, and we find it everywhere. So it's a big connection that we got to look at and see, what that whole thing is about. These serpent-looking beings, what it's about. The fact that our skin is basically evolved reptilian skin, just like feathers, supposedly. I mean, you look at your hand, you can see. I showed that in video about how our hands, our skin, when you go deep into it, almost look like scales. But we don't know. We don't know for sure. We know we have a lot of different genes from different animals, a lot of different animals, and the reptilian factor is big. So, who knows? But yeah, I wanted to get on real quick, let everybody know who's in the society. Make sure you guys check your emails for the link to download the last meeting. Make sure you guys do that. Tomorrow or Monday, I'll be releasing for the Gnostic video, the new DVD coming out. Then I have a bunch of videos coming out to finish out the Biblical Bible series. So that's going to be coming up. And we got a lot to get into, man. It's a lot coming up next week. Again, final phase. Make sure you guys get in now. You don't want to have to pay. You're going to be mad. You got to pay $500. The price is not. You see, the price didn't go down. It hasn't went down. It's going to go up. So it's the last and final phase for you to get in and not have to pay $500. So I recommend it's worth it. And it's different payment plans. So it's not expensive at all. So you have an opportunity to get in now before it closes out. So tomorrow will be the last day to do that. It'll probably go off on Monday, sometime on Monday, because I'll give people some time on Monday to do it early in the day, so that night it'll probably be done, and then that'll be it. You know, you have to pay a lot more. So get in now while you can. Consultations is filling up. As I said, if you try to book a consultation, still book the time that you want to book, but you'll get an email if that time is not available. A lot of people are making customized consultations, so all those times are not available. But I'll let you know after you book if your time is not available. You'll know, and you can reschedule a different time that's available. So again, I'm only doing these consultations for this month. It's been benefiting a lot of people. I make sure you get an email when it's done to send you more information on whatever the topic was. Yeah, so make sure you guys get into that. All links is in the description. But I gotta get ready to get out of here. Let me see. Daddy was still. Let me see. Come on. Yeah, so I got a lot of we got a lot coming up. But yeah, I gotta get out of here. 2 o'clock in the morning. Got stuff to do. All right, peace, y'all. See y'all later. Thanks for coming out.